Hey, hello, I'm Ragnar Heil. I'm a channel account manager at Quest Software here in Central Europe. And in the next 3 minutes, I would like to show you how to enrich an empty SharePoint modern site, it's a communication site, with full metadata from an example where I've picked UNESCO thesaurus. I'm going to use the official SQS RDF files and import them using Quest Essentials for Office 365 into an empty term store. So stay tuned about a very important topic, as I mentioned, UNESCO. And but the disadvantage is it has no metadata, and we're going to look into the term store right now. Special dedicated thesaurus. And yeah, so the only thing what we could do is to create new term groups, new term sets, and new terms. But that's going to be a lot of work. And now the $1 million question is, how can we save time? And here I would like to show you what I found on the internet. One of the most important topics for knowledge management and taxonomy is semantic web. And here there was a standard called Simple Knowledge Organizational System called SKOS, a W3C recommendation released in 2009. And our tool Essentials for Office 365 can import this kind of data. So what we're doing is going to download the one for the UNESCO and then import them in the next steps into our SharePoint Online term store. Just a very quick look here into the RDF file. So that's how the UNESCO official SQS file looks like. And we want to import it directly into our SharePoint Online term store. Now that's our tool, Quest Methodologics Essentials for Office 365. On the left top navigation here, I've created a new site called UNESCO. And now we want to use our imported metadata in the term store tab. And what we can do here is directly click on import from SQS. I've downloaded the import has now been finished, and let's look a little bit deeper and drill down our taxonomy tree and thesaurus. And yeah, so we see in a lot of new term groups and term sets and also terms. And now I would like to drill down into government, and let's look here into the political institutions. There is currently head of state. What we could do here now is to also edit the term or change it on disable tagging, for example. But what I would like to do is to add a brand new term in this term set. And I'm going to call it in German Parlament, and this is going to be available for tagging because that's what we need. And now it's available here. So this is a very helpful tool to create new term groups, term sets, terms, also copy them between different tenants, also from SharePoint on-premise to SharePoint Online to SharePoint on-premise, export them back using CSV, export them using SQS to another knowledge management or document management system. So you can share it also with non-Microsoft groups. And I think that's going to be very helpful to enrich your SharePoint experience with more and more sophisticated terms, because they sometimes are already available on the internet and you don't need time and you don't need to waste time to just create them manually. Last but not least, we're going to have a final look on the term store in our SharePoint Online Administration Center. And here you can see that there are a lot of new SharePoint Online term groups, term sets, and also the new terms which I've just added here in the political institution called Parliament. And you can use all these new terms here directly in your documents and attach them to all different SharePoint objects where it's available. You can get a free trial license here of Essentials for Office 365 immediately if you go to quest.com/methodologics and then search for Essentials for Office 365. And this is going to work on your Windows PC laptop. It just takes a few minutes to install.